Hey, hey, hey. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 everyone. This day, it's finally here. It's finally here. Hey, Taylor Made. Good to see you, my beautiful friend. Blessings, blessings to you. Oh, wow, you guys. It's Saturday, September the 17th. What a blessed day it is on today for me. A happy day for me on today. So, I'm just lost for words. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a whole year as of today. It's the anniversary for Saturday Special Edition. So I'm kind of excited about it. I'm trying to get this banner down, you guys. So let's be patient with me. So thank you for coming in, Beverly Palmer and Sunshine. I know one thing that with the YouTube device and the StreamYard, I think StreamYard um, pushes go faster than regular YouTube. So thank you guys all for coming in. Hold on, let's be patient. I'm trying to get this off my screen. Okay, my overlay off my screen. I just want to post that because I am in no competition with no one. I have no desire to play the game of being better than anyone. I'm simply trying to be better than the person I was yesterday. And that is me all the way. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll that down. So I hope you guys had a blessed week so far. And so far, your weekend is going great as well. Because mine is Scout Champion. And today we're going to talk about I am who I am. Um, I was supposed to have a special guest today, you guys. Her name was Life of Gwen. She contacted me like Wednesday, and she was able to come tonight. Which I know things do happen. So she's not going to be here. So Myron and myself just going to take over the conversation today. And I still wanted to talk about I am who I am because that was already in my spirit um, when I had invited her, and I already had things I want to talk about in that. And I don't want to go reach out to nobody else to see if somebody else can come in on today. So, because today is a special day for me, you know what I'm saying? So this is my anniversary, so I still wanted to have it, but I don't want to give nobody no short notice, a 3 or 4 day notice just to be able to come in. So I think it's still gonna be a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, things just happen. So we're gonna continue on with this, you know. So it's still gonna be blessed. I really do believe people are gonna be blessed in this. At the end of the live, I am gonna do a little small giveaway. It's not going to be much, but something I do want to give away to the people that was here during the whole live. Okay, you can so somebody's here from the beginning. If you come in like the last 5 minutes or something, you cannot probably be part of the giveaway. So I'm going to give away. So I'm definitely going to do a giveaway for the people who stuck with Myron and myself on today. As you know, today Myron is my special guest on today. So he's somewhere, around. So I'm gonna, talk like I talked before. I bring him up on the panel, okay? Because he's not no special guest. Excuse me. He is, part of this series special edition for now on, which you guys know I only do this right here only once a month on a third Saturday of each month, okay? So he's definitely going to be a part of this with me. So I thank him for. He was going to try it out, see how we both like it, and so if we both like it, and if he like it, and he still want to stick with me, he's going to be here. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to work out fine, because it's going to be good. You know what I'm saying? So let me pull. Like I said, welcome everyone. Let me go to my comments. Sorry, guys. I had everything down packed, but I had to shut my computer down. I had to reboot it because it was buffering a whole lot. So I had to, reboot it all over again. So, but we are here. We are here. This is where we at. Okay. So, so good to see you guys. Who's this? Sunshine. Thank you, Beverly, so much. Yeah, I've been. I started this sitcom right here way back in 2018, but it was called Queens of Looking Other Queens. Um, what that was, I invited a few queens to be a part of this with me, and each queen was responsible for their topic. It was going to be on their channel. It was a rotation all the time. So I did this back in 2018, and I brought it back again. I think like around 2021, and then with different queens. And so this time, so that worked out for about 6 months, maybe to almost a year. And after that, I just went solo, and I just changed it, because we was doing it on Sunday at that time. So I just decided to do it on Saturday today, and just call it Saturday Special Edition. So that's how it is. Just a name change. I just call it a year anniversary because of the name change. But I've been doing it since 2018. A little bit different. I changed a little bit of things in it. So, but I'm excited on what God is doing, you know, over here. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So again, um, before I even get started, I want to make sure, Myron, if you're there, can you type in the chat? Because I did send the link to your email. If you check your email, I did send the link there. If you go ahead and check that, please, and I hope it is sent. If not, let me know, and I will resend it again. Okay. Um, you remember Beverly? Yep. Yeah. So anyway, welcome to Forever Lisa's Royal Jewels Palace Room, known as Safe Haven, where it's real talk with real people in real life. You will see God's love, peace, joy, happiness, unity, and respect over here. Um, and I want everybody to know that I am not a preacher, a teacher, a counselor, a therapist, or even a doctor. I'm just a willing vessel being used by God for His purpose, not man. Now, sometimes I speak of things because I've been through those things, or I know somebody probably been through those things. Just like I got experience of some of the things I have be talking on. Okay, so if you are a mod and you a content creator, you may drop down your link. Okay, you are so welcome to do that. And just want everybody to know that this house over here is covered by God, so you cannot respect God. You got the time to leave right now. Okay, but this is about God's business, not about my business. Okay, and also I do have moderators in the chat. Okay, if they block you, it's because you was very disrespectful in my live chat. That's the only reason why you would get blocked. I have grown adult mods over here. They're not going to block you because they do not like you. Okay, not over here in this chat. What they do on the outside, I have no idea. Okay, and also respect me for Lisa, the host. Okay, I'm the this is my channel over here, and I do things decent and in order and out of love. Okay, so you cannot respect that, you guys. Just go ahead and leave now and just watch from the clouds or wherever you want to watch from. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see. 1 second. Let me text real quick and see where my host at. Hello, Brian. Welcome. So welcome to come in and enjoy the channel. Let me go. 1 second, you guys. Okay. Okay, guys. I just want to text and make sure you got the link. We're gonna get going. Put my phone back up. Well, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Anyway, I hope my co-hosts don't stand me up too, but that's okay. We're gonna keep moving anyway. 'Cause sometimes when things meant to be, it will be. Okay. Well, anyway, we're gonna be talking about I am who I am. Well, I always pick a scripture every time I go live on any topic that I'm talking about. I always put God first. Okay. In Genesis 1:27, um, it reads, "So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them." Okay? So that's the scripture I'm going to leave tied with what the discussion that we're going to be talking about today, which is I am who I am with Lisa and Myron. Um, I want to say that I am who I am because I was created by God Himself, and everything He created was good. You know what I'm saying? He was pleased with everything that He made. Remember, I mentioned in a few slides back about character, how we walk in our life. It shows who we are by our character. We aren't born with these characters, remember? We develop them or we destroy it one choice at a time throughout our whole life. I am who I am as of today from the past character I built. Taught me a lesson of who I am today so I can rebuild my future. Okay? We all have a purpose, you, me, to complete before we leave this world. I believe my purpose is to continue to show love and walk in forgiveness, even help families out, families that's going through family issues, even through the pain that was caused by someone who I thought loved me, like a friend or ex-spouse or a relative or whoever. You know what I'm saying? So that's my purpose of the things that I lived, the things that I did in my past. You know what I'm saying? God cleansed me up. He brought me to this woman of God today, what I'm doing today. You know what I'm saying? To be a better person. Okay. So people always remember we learn from our past to build our future. Okay. So we're not going to make the same. Uh oh. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened. So sorry, y'all. I don't know if it came on like that. Sorry, y'all. As I was saying, um, lost the train of thought. That kind of scared me. As I was saying, when God created us, when God made us, He already knew what we was gonna be doing in this world today. He knew some of us was gonna live for Him. He knew some of us gonna stay with the enemy. He knew some of us gonna be rich. He knew some of us gonna be homeless. God just know, cause He know all things. Cause He know us. Remember, He even know how many um, hairs we got in our head. He knows that's how much He know us. Okay, He know us better than we know ourselves. You know, so I am who I am because that's who God created me to be. He created me to be this woman today, to come out to speak the things that I have been through in my life to you. You know what I'm saying? So I just thank God for what He's doing. I thank God for being a blessing. See, somebody has said, "Well, I give God all the credit." I give God all the credit because He's God, and He's supposed to. Remember, He's a jealous God. So we don't give Him credit, and we give the credit to someone else. How He think God's gonna feel? He's gonna be, because He's jealous God. He's gonna be upset about that. Okay, so know who you are. Okay, because I am, who I am from my past, things that I did in my past, and I'm gonna talk more about my past on next year because I'm changing my whole topic for my whole real table talk. It's not gonna be about relationships no more. It's going to be about overcoming obstacles. We all overcame something in our life. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it was, we overcame something. Drugs, being an alcohol, overcame from probably a divorce or wherever you overcame. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about more about that next year. Okay, um, I am who I am because God made me who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Back in my past, I'm gonna go back to my past just a little bit. When I did things in my past that God was not pleased with, it's only because the reason why you did those things because we wanted to please our flesh. Okay, remember we carry two things, with us: a spirit, and we carry a flesh, an evil spirit, good spirit and an evil spirit. Okay, we all have that. I don't care who you are. You have two spirits. You have an evil spirit and you have a good spirit. Okay, so and back in the days, I always let my evil spirit control me. The reason why I was calling it evil spirit because those are spirits that God is not pleased with. Because we are out of God's will, we walk into our own will to make our flesh happy. Okay, that's things that we were doing. Okay, oh, excuse me. So I am who I am as of today because my past taught me to be a better person today than I was yesterday. That's why I put that up there on the board earlier when I first came in here because it's true. That's a true statement. It's a true statement, for a lot of us. If you just be real with yourself, you know. So I am who I am. Do you know who you are? You know what I'm saying? Look back at your life. You know what I'm saying? Your life is. Are you happy where you at today? You know what I'm saying? Are you okay with you where you at today? Do you want to build yourself to be better? And I think that we all should be to build ourselves to be better every day, every single day of our life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited because how God is using me, and I never see myself being used like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you guys, I used to be so quiet back in my days. I was really quiet. I ain't like talking to nobody. I just speak to people. I didn't hang around with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Way back in my days, and I was just, to myself a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm so surprised and when I see God just using me in all types of ways. You know what I'm saying? He's showing me favor in all types of ways. He's showing me favor with people. You know what I'm saying? Some people, shy away because they don't know me. That's understandable. But you do show me favor with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Around, in different areas, even on YouTube, even on off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I thank God for what he's doing, what he's continuing on to do in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because God created this beautiful this creature, and he's still building me up. He's still taking things out of me that, that he's not pleased with. You know what I'm saying? Because I fall short at times. You know what I'm saying? I do. Like I tell you, sometimes you got a good spirit and you got an evil spirit. When you allow that evil spirit to get in front of you because it only feel good for that moment, you know what I'm saying? You got to put that evil spirit behind your spiritual spirit. Okay, the good one. Okay, don't let that evil spirit take control of your life. You let the evil spirit control your life. You're gonna start back doing the things that you used to do. You don't see, I don't want to go back there. So I only want to glance back at my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to look back. If I look back, I can fall back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm continuing to be who I am today. And I thank God for continuing blessing me, or blessing me, blessing my channel, blessing the people who still support me. Um, just Just God is wonderful, you guys. He really is. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? And this is going to be an open panel. I am going to open the panel up for anybody that want to come on the panel. I am going to drop the link into the chat You know what I'm saying? Just to have it up in there already, because if you stop buffering, then I will drop it in a minute, okay? But who are you? Who are you? So come up here and talk to me, and come up here and rap to me, and let me know, who are you? You know what I'm saying? You are, I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody change me but myself. Myself. God give us the opportunity to be a better person, to show constant love to people. You know what I'm saying? So God, I just thank God for waking me up, again, let me allow to wake up again this morning. You know what I'm saying? That way I can be able to ask him to forgive me for the things I had. If I did anything, you know what I'm saying, to forgive me. You know what I'm saying? And I can go on with my daily walk. Only one day. You only live one day at a time, 1 minute at a time. To be honest with you, one half second at a time, because you never know when you're going to leave this world. So it's best to be who you are, who God created you to be. And God created us. Me, I only gonna speak about me, okay? Because He created us well, one thing He did create us to preach the word. That's one thing for sure. But you got to look at your purpose. What is your purpose at this time? From the time that you was born until the time you leave this world, you got a purpose to fulfill. So what is your purpose for you? You know what I'm saying? Even though we all, you know, may look alike in the realm because we are humans, but we all got different purpose because this world is big. The kingdom is bigger. You know what I'm saying? I really do believe the kingdom of God is gonna be bigger. So we gotta continue on to be about our Father's business, no matter what. Keep going. When Sister Gwen, I got that email from Sister Gwen late Wednesday night. I was distraught. I really was, because I really, really wanted, this to be very special. You know what I'm saying? Because she had an awesome testimony to tell. And I would just, wanted you to hear what she had to say. But when God changes things, since you got to accept the things that God changes and keep going and keep moving, okay? You can't let nobody stop you from the movement where God is taking you to, okay? When God say let things go, you got to let things go. When God say close the door, you got to close the door. You know what I'm saying? You just got to stay focused on the things that what God had for you to do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you think people it's supposed to be in your life, they probably not even meant to be. So you don't know what's going on with that. Trust God. You know what I'm saying? Because people's in your life for a reason, for a season, or for a lifetime. Okay. And so whatever it is, just respect God decision for your life, because he knows best for your life. Okay. Once he closes those doors, let him close. Don't ask no questions. Don't say, God, why? Why this happened to me, God? Why did I do this? You know what I'm saying? You always have spirits talking to you all the time. You know what I'm saying? You have a good spirit talking to you, and you have the evil spirit talking to you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the evil spirit makes things sound so good, you just go for it. And you ignore what the good spirit is. Good spirit telling you, no, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So you think it's the evil spirit telling you no, don't do it, but it's the evil spirit. Sometimes it's the one telling you to do things that that's not of God, and that's not of God. And you see hearing that evil spirit speaking to you, you got to sit back and relax, people. Meditate, take a deep breath. Like, no, I know this is not happening to me, Father God. Not not this time around. But we learn from our mistakes. Okay. So whatever happens to any of you guys, you know what I'm saying? Know who you are. Know who you are in Christ Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Know what your walk is. You know what your walk is as of, today. You know? And don't be afraid when things don't go your right, when things do not go your way at all. Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. Keep moving. You know what I'm saying? If you fall down, that's okay. It's okay to fall down. Okay? You're gonna fall down probably many a times in your walk. In your walk, you're gonna fall down many times. But that's okay. Get back up, shake it off, because you still that beautiful creature who God created you to be. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link down real quick into the chat. Um, and we can, if anybody want to come up here, you are welcome to come up here. And it seemed like my, um, I don't know if it's out here because I live out here in the country. Like why I buff, so much. I'm not getting no good signals out here. It really been acting up like this really since I changed to my cell phone service, and maybe I'm thinking about probably going back to my cable for my internet. I just been trying this service out since I had my phone. Here we go. There go the link. If anybody want to come up here. Oh, there go my co-host late. You were late, Myron. I keep calling him Marvin. Myron. But there go the link. If anybody can come up here, we're gonna talk about um, I am who I am. Who are you? I did send it to your I did send it to your email also, Myron. Okay, go there go the link right there. Click on the link. It's in the chat. I just want to drop the link in the chat. Go ahead, but he finally made it. I thought he stood me up. Oh my gosh. But I know he's a working man too, y'all. So he do work, and that's understandable. So he did tell me that he had to work that day. Hello. Are you do it again?
All right, I'm
There
here.
we
I'm
go.
here. All right, I got knocked back
Okay.
down. No, and you had something that happened, and I had to rush back to the phone. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing? Do you fall back down?
Uh,
Are you still here?
huh?
Okay. Because my laptop and
Yeah,
my phone's going different. Okay, there
yeah.
you go.
I've been trying to get up here, but something else happened. I couldn't get up here, but I am here. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I'm glad you made
No,
it.
nah, that's not okay. But something had went down where I had to go take care of something.
Things happen.
All right, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. We just talking about I am who I am. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, where everybody at? Where they at?
You can't see nobody?
I can see them. I just say where they at. You know what I mean? And
Oh.
yeah.
So you tell me, Marvin, I already you missed what I had to you had to, red ball it back. But anyway, I was just telling them, who I am, that I learned things from my past, of who I am today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I thank God for, I'm gonna thank God all the time. It's just me. I always got to
No, no,
put God. I always got to
it's
keep God
perfect.
because I know I came a long, long way. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes, yes. Um,
so
and who are you? And then everything you said you are is who you are and who you comfortable with. And whatever you're comfortable with, that's cool. I'm never gonna be comfortable with who I say I am, and I don't want people to be comfortable with who they say they are. I'm always gonna challenge everybody. I'm always gonna be against everything you do. And I told you earlier, I told you, I said, I hope you fail, right? About everything you do, because I hope you fail in the space that you are at.
mhm. Thank
And
you,
I
so
only say that because it's always room to become who you truly can be. Because sometimes we come up and we go through things, and I'm gonna tell you what I've been through, right? And we go through things and be like, okay, cool, I'm away from that person that I am, and then we get comfortable in a place where we feel like it's at least I ain't where I was at. But because
Mhm.
you're in a place that you're not where you at, doesn't mean that's your greatness.
Right.
You
Because
know, so
we always got room to grow.
always gonna have room to grow. You know, we
Mhm.
always got room to grow.
Yeah. But do I like where I'm at today? I kind of do like where I'm at today, but as like you said, it's always room to grow, to be better,
Yeah,
and to be better than you was yesterday, and that's my goal.
yeah.
Each day that I walk, I want to be better each day.
You're gonna be better. Cause you gonna make me better. I'm gonna make you better, and that's just what it is. And we just gotta sit back and we gotta understand that. But like I say, sometimes a comfortable place is the place where you feel like I ain't where I was, right? But that ain't the place you need to be at. We just get comfortable outside of our mistakes. So soon we get outside of our mistakes, we feel like we're comfortable outside our mistakes, and that's it. We got to learn how to get outside of our mistakes and become better, better wherever we need to. We know me wherever we need to be at, and that's something totally different.
And so, let me ask you a question. So,
Yes.
how can we get better if you constantly making the same mistakes? You know what I'm saying? You can't get better if you constantly doing the
Wh-
same thing.
What is a mistake? Mistakes made me. What is the devil? The devil made me. And we gotta appreciate things to get us to this point where we feel like we outside of where we don't want to be. But outside of where we don't want to be is not the perfect place. But we feel like it's perfect because it's a comfortable place. Because if we feel safe, you know.
Mhm.
My mistakes define everything about me to make me better. And everybody out there, your mistakes define you. That's why I love the devil so much. Not outside of the religion. I love anything that challenged me to be better, and everything that challenged me better because things that we went through, not you. I'm just talking about that we went through to define us. A lot of people couldn't make it, and sometimes our wars are a little different than everybody else's wars. People be having light wars out there and thinking they winning something. I had a heavy war, and I believe that you had a heavy war to get to where you were at, and
Mhm.
that makes us who we are. You know,
Yeah, stronger. Well, I don't like the devil. I don't like the devil attacking
what you
me.
don't what you don't like.
I don't like the enemy.
I love it.
The things I've been through. But but you got to but when he do attack us, you know what I'm saying? Well, we got to realize that he is gonna come. He's gonna come because that's his job.
Mhm.
But we got to realize that we are more powerful than him. We got so much power that we don't realize it and recognize how much power that we got. You know what I'm saying? And the
Yes.
enemy knows it. He knows that we can overcome anything. There I go with my title for next year. Overcome anything that we put our mind to. We got to want it. Do you agree?
I totally agree, but how bad do you want it? Because like I say, certain like I said, things we go through, we get to a place that we get comfortable, and we don't want it no more because we don't want greatness for ourselves. That we just get comfortable being outside of what we were. That it's a broader and it's a bigger world out there. You see what I'm saying?
It
But
is.
we just want to we'll huddle up and say, at least I ain't where I was at. But don't let where you at define you. So when you get away from where you at, you feel like you got to stop.
Mhm.
You see? You
Yes. Yes. I agree. I agree.
know what I mean? Cause like I said, you are Lisa. I am Myron.
Yes.
The things I've been through made me who I am. But this is a one life challenge. But I tell you, if I had another challenge, I would be a whole different person. If I
Mhm.
had daddy a different way. If culture wasn't in my way. If grandma would have had her hands on me. So at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, I'm something different, which I'm
Mhm.
not that bad, but I'm not that great either because of what I didn't have.
Right. But sometimes you can't even use that for an excuse. The only reason why I said that, Myron, because I came up with two parents in my household. My mom
Hmm.
and my dad both was, love Christ. Was my dad was mainly in church a lot. My mom was mainly at
Hmm.
home with kids a lot. But they still taught us good morals and things that I did.
Hmm.
As I got older, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like the one baby of the class. So we got a huge 13 of us. I'm number 12. And so I seen a lot of things what my older siblings did, and I knew what not to do. But my parents let me and my younger sister go out more than they let the older ones did. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what I'm saying, but I still went out there and got high. Still went out there, got a hold of friends that turned me on to marijuana. Then from marijuana, I was lacing my marijuana up with crack cocaine with cocaine. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about you being in a household with two parents. It's about the things who you allow to pull you into negative situations. Because
Yes.
I came from a good home, a very beautiful home, a lovely home.
Yeah.
But the things I chose, that's what I chose to do.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, you're just a beautiful person. And you're a beautiful spirit, and I love you for that.
Thank you.
Okay. Um.
Mhm.
Yeah. God bless you. Stop that. But But what I'm saying is, it doesn't define you. It like define you, and you even with good. That's why I tell people my best friend, right, that got killed. He actually had the best family. Family I envy, but he was like the worst dude in the streets.
Mhm.
You see, so it doesn't really define who you are. Cause we understand we are different souls.
Mhm.
Our parents are just a vessel.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They get us here because this ain't your only life. I'm gonna tell you what drawed me to you and a lot of people that I listen to and respect is that they're I'm sorry, my bad. What drawed me to you is that you are a separate soul. Don't nobody got nothing to do with who and what you gonna be and what you gonna become.
Mhm.
Your divinity is your divinity. My mom
Right.
and dad is not my mom and dad. Your mom and dad is not your mom and dad. They just vessels. They got a job
Yes.
and we're gonna get a little heavier because I want to tell you something that maybe you're their parents. You see, because it's like when you come back and reincarnate to this planet, because you're an older soul. It's something about you, right? That already been through so much before you got here, and you know it. You feel it in your spirit,
Mhm.
and you just trying to define, and develop that. Same way with my mom. My mom is not my mom. My dad is not my dad. I am their parents because when I reincarnated and came through a vessel, and they was the vessel for me, I'm actually older than them. For the fact that for the fact that you're the person that you are, you went through it and can handle it. A lot of people can't handle what we went through.
Right.
The story, the story is always going to be bigger than what it really is. You know,
Mhm.
your greatness, you been. It's like been there, done that, got the T-shirt, and you've done that.
Right.
But my thing is don't get comfortable because it's a greater you, it's a greater me.
Yes.
Because
I believe that.
all these people got a story and they think they who they are, and they're not.
Mhm.
They're not. You are not Lisa. And once you start saying I'm Lisa, you forget that you the Net Hebrew. You forget that you are set. You forget that you are one of the ancient ones because you're comfortable being the name that was given to you. And you sit here and you be like, okay, cool, I'm comfortable. And you forget who you truly are because all possibilities. Because if you was raised somewhere else, say if you was raised in New York, just say if you were raised in Idaho, right? And because of the internet, right?
Mhm.
People have access to things now that we didn't have access to. Because I'm coming from the country, so New York everywhere was faster than me when I was coming up.
Mhm.
So I was more traditional. Now, when I go back to where I'm at, they are real time. What is real time? when God live outside of time. You see? So Lisa, to me, is not the Lisa that I know who and what she's going to be and can be.
Mm-hmm.
Because Lisa got great things going on.
Oh
Who am
yes.
I? Who am I? I don't know. And I'm always
Mm-hmm.
going to be in a space where I don't know. Because I don't know because I am what I am. That's like God. God said, I am what I am. Because God always wanted to connect.
Yes.
But God do not connect with accountability because God understand every second it got to grow. It got
Mm-hmm.
to connect with something higher and greater.
Mm-hmm. And he wants us to reach that growth. He
Yeah,
want us to reach that growth. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
absolutely.
why. That's why he walks with us. He
Yeah.
keeps protects us every way that we go. He protects us, and I think I gotta call him now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes.
And that's why I said the greatness is in our learning. My pain, my struggle. That's why I don't want to get to a space where I all my pain, all my struggle that I go through, I let it stop. I want more pain. I want more struggle because I lure for that. I want it because I want to be a stronger person for you, right? I want to be a stronger person for the people that I love
Mm-hmm.
because I will stop my growth if I get comfortable. Ain't no time to get comfortable because it's always time to grow, especially in the cycles and ages and things. And one thing about the world that we live in is that is one thing that's truly a religion is change.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gonna change. Everything is going to nurture itself, nature itself, like mother, like you, to allow us to become better.
So hold on
You
one
know,
second. This must be emergency. They keep calling my number. I'm sorry. Go ahead and keep talking to the people, Myron.
no, you good, you good, you good.
Be right back.
So, no, you good. Do your thing. I got this. So, at the end of the day, who are you? What are you? Are you comfortable being who and what you are? Because who and what you are is nothing that you developed outside of your one lifetime, which is pain and drama, pain and karma, things you done that you got to pay for. Because I lived my life and I went through so much, it developed me. That ain't who I am. And I'm never gonna stop that. I am who I am, which is the God, which is the great I am what I am. And God said I am what I am because God is everything. And we need to work on being a part of the everything instead of the part of this is my life. I'm happy. I got everything I want. I'm done. When it should be a perpetual state of growing, learning, and becoming better. So, sorry I'm late. You know what I mean? Thank y'all so much. Um, but we gotta stop letting our reality and what we think is our reality define us so we can stop perpetuating everything that we think we know about ourselves, and everything you think you know about yourself was developed in this one lifetime. Because if you was born somewhere else, you wouldn't believe what you believe. You wouldn't love who you love. You wouldn't be who you are. Especially if you had a culture, right, that was conducive to the stuff that we going through in this world. We've been we like been stolen. Well, let me check something out, y'all, so we can get it. Sorry. Okay. All right. Yeah. So like we've been stolen people. The Indians were us, and the thing we gotta understand is that the fact that they mind fucked us to the point that they made us feel like that everything is African, but everything is within. Everything is within to the point that I am who I am. Who are you? But whoever you think you are, it was created through your pain, your trauma, and what you had to go through.
Amen.
Huh?
I'm
You
back.
heard me? You heard me?
Huh?
I said you heard me?
I was here a little bit. I was talking. My
Okay. That's why we never need to be comfortable with I am who I am, because you only think you who you are.
Mm-hmm.
People think, and I've talked to you about this. I said people think they cool, people think they smart, people
Mm-hmm.
think they gay. That ain't who God created you to be. But we can accept that, because everything we think God created you to be, or everything you think God created to be, you're not, because you only
Mm-hmm.
think you're something. Lisa, you
Right.
know it's a lot of greatness in what you. You just had a lot of hiccups. I had a lot of hiccups. So
We all have.
development, yeah, and we all have.
We all have.
That's why I don't get into judging,
Nobody's
because
innocent.
because
Nobody's
I think,
innocent. I'm sorry.
mhm.
Go ahead.
No, no, you're great. You're great.
Nobody's innocent here. You know what I'm saying? We all been through something, some type of trials and tribulations. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, it's not. A lot of people don't talk about theirs. You know, a lot of people like to, hold their story in. If they only knew, if they just tell their
Yes,
story, because their story is going to help somebody else.
yes.
You know, just
Because
check. You know, but this
yeah,
is
because
great.
with my story, and once you start to tell your story, you become more stronger, because you're letting go something else and you becoming something else. And then that's why people don't want to tell their story. They get into a place where they went through so much and they feel like that's it.
Hmm.
They feel like that's it, because everything that I went through defined me, and
Hmm.
that's the strength. That's the strength. That's why I respect you so much, because everything you went through defined you.
Yes, and I
But
know I'm able to walk.
what
I'm able to walk in what I've been through. I'm not gonna
yeah,
let that
but
hold. I'm not gonna let that hold me down. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I know
and
God is going to create something much better. I'm going to get back a lot of things that the enemy, a lot of enemy take from me. It's going to be 10 times better.
mm-mm.
I do believe
Because
it.
it's gonna be within. Once you internalize things and you get everything back that you want, and you find out it was everything you lost was inside you. Outside, the devil can have all that. The devil can have everything outside, because it's material. It's physical.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The worst thing you could be in this universe is physical, because physical, you vibrate low. You
Yes.
know, you
Yes.
vibrate low, and we are spiritual beings.
Mm-hmm.
So I totally agree and respect that. But Lisa,
I'm listening to you, Myron.
you're not Lisa. You know why you're not Lisa? Because Lisa got a
Why?
whole lot of work to do and never get comfortable and stuck in a place, and everybody else have too. But
Yeah.
sometimes they place that they fight and they get out of, they go to a place where they be like, I'm comfortable because I ain't got to
Mm-hmm.
fight no more. But it's always should be a fight, because you want to be better than what you are. But sometimes the fight is not worth the risk. But ain't no risk with your greatness. That's why
Mm-hmm.
us as a people, we're not gonna be who we were,
Mm-hmm.
because I know in past lives who you are, because I feel the energy. In one life, you cannot create character.
Mm-hmm.
Your character and who you are was created over lifetimes, and we forget our lifetimes. But since we here, we never gonna be. I'm never gonna be content with you. I'm gonna push you. You gonna push me, because for the simple fact, I am not. I am who I am, but I'm not who I want to be, and we're not gonna stop. But it's easier to stop, to say, look, at least I'm better than I ain't where I was at, and I'm comfortable.
Right.
But this ain't this in this reality. That's not forever. We should never have a space where we feel like we're comfortable at. We got to push the people around us, and we got to push ourselves to grow. You know?
Mm-hmm. And you spoke on character, and character is so important in everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Like you listened when I mentioned earlier today, that our character, we wasn't born with these characters. We either develop them or we destroy them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As as we got older,
Oh,
as our parents,
yes.
raised us at a certain age, and
Yeah.
then we got to a certain age, our character change. It changes daily. You know what I'm saying? But as you become an adult, walking as an adult. You know what I'm saying? You can't grow on your own. That's when your character really starts changing because you start doing your own
Mm-hmm.
mindset instead of focusing
Exactly.
on that, what you was taught coming up. Like I mentioned before, you want to change so
Mm-hmm.
our character change daily. So we destroy
Yeah.
them and then we develop them. So my
Yeah.
character,
Yeah.
not like my character today.
That's
Yes.
beautiful. And then we got to get into propaganda that they give us about ourselves. But the perception is more real than reality because it's how you perceive yourself. And that's what
Mm,
I was saying. Everything we always think. Perception is thinking, and then once people can get into your thinking, you're not who you think you are. Because I am who I am. I want to be this person, and I know you are because you are so great. You got a good spirit and everything, but that's not going to define us.
mm,
Because the only reason we feel this way because of perception. You got
right.
perception, then you got reality.
Hmm.
Reality is not really reality because it ain't real.
Right.
Because ain't nothing we doing now is real, especially when you got a spirit, especially when God say you got a soul and you got a place to go outside of this. If you got a
Hmm.
place to go outside of this, it's not real. You know,
Yeah. You're right, Taylor May. Taylor May said, he's saying never get comfortable. That's what,
never never get comfortable. Thank you, telling me. You just gave me some energy because I was late, right? And she got comfortable thinking I was gonna be here on time. What is time?
and I did.
Yo, they're telling me let's
He
get
just
let's get it here. Cause
talked. Like, where
telling me
he
no,
at?
telling me
Huh?
because telling me everything I've been through doesn't define me. But if I'm afraid to become better, I'm gonna get comfortable knowing that I'm better than what I was yesterday. So
Hmm.
yesterday I am better, right? Telling me,
Hmm.
and
You're
I get
right.
comfortable. But now I'm comfortable. I can't invent nothing. I can't help my people. I can't do hair no more. I can't twist my braids up a little different because I'm comfortable just being in a space where I am. You know what I'm saying? And it, and,
Hmm.
and it should never stop.
Hmm.
Sometimes our pain and trauma. Now, telling me we don't have rites of passage no more. Not telling me, but anybody, we don't have rites of passage no more. Lisa never gave me a rites of passage for me to come on her channel for her to trust me. So why should I be on time? You see? Because what is time?
The
That's why
time
you
is
can take them little. That's why you can take them little cat naps, and you take a 5-10 minute cat nap and have a 2 hour dream.
yeah.
Because we let this physical reality define us, and that is not who we are.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
you do deserve better. But we got to understand it doesn't define us because we getting comfortable. Anytime and the reality we in is changing, and we shouldn't be comfortable. Because the only reason Taylor made doing hair, why, right? Because the trauma that she went through, and she said she gonna do something. But guess what? Though? Her mama was a baker. Why you ain't what your mama is? Because mamas and fathers at that time couldn't be there the way we needed them there. Because if I was
Hmm.
gonna be a butcher, if I was my daddy was a butcher, I was gonna be a butcher. My daddy was a candlestick maker, I was gonna be a candlestick maker. What was mama? We never gave a fuck about our hair because we should be able to do our own. We're
Yeah.
lazy people. We can't even do our own hair to the point we need like people like TaylorMade or something to create a business. But for the
Mm.
fact that she can create a business, she had developed the way to find out that I am who I am, and that's TaylorMade. But that ain't TaylorMade. For the same reason is that I went through seeing my mama kill two people right in front of me. Right, I'm American made, but what if I was born in China? Right. We don't
Hmm.
even know our history around in Asia. We don't know our history around the world. We don't know who we are. Australia, we don't know who we are. What if I was raised there and didn't have to go through the trauma, which trauma teaches you? Because trauma puts something in a place within you to develop you.
Hmm. Yeah.
Our
Sunshine.
decisions, our decisions traumatized us.
Right.
And then we get comfortable and say, I I get comfortable say I am Myron because I'm judging people outside and saying at least I ain't doing what they doing.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes doing nothing, right, and being in a space of being comfortable is just as worse as somebody out there doing bad
Mm-hmm.
because you become stagnant. And when you become stagnant, it grows algae.
Right.
That's why
You right.
we have gout in the feet, right? You know why
Mm-hmm.
people have gout in the feet? Because it's like a bottle of vinegar or a bottle of anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Need to be shook up before you taste it, right? We ain't shaking up, we ain't laughing, we ain't dancing, we ain't doing nothing far as the culture no more, and everything settles.
Yep.
That's why Michael Jackson, right? If you ever seen it, his first album had the Foot Kingdom, right?
Mm.
Hold on, who that? What they say?
Oh, that's animation. It
Yeah,
said being
because
on
the
time
king.
makes you a punctual person. And
She said
sun
what?
being on time makes you a punctual person. And Sunshine said, it's God's timing, not ours.
It's not ours. Yeah, absolutely.
And she's
It's
always
God
saying,
time.
and we
And don't
definitely had to be jealous.
yeah, and don't depend on nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you a secret that nobody knew. Remember when I was talking to you earlier?
Mm-hmm.
And I said I'm gonna show you something.
Mm-hmm.
And then things that people get excited about, and I said I'm not excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show you how I purposely did that, and it's in our personal conversation. Say you got this, you can do it because you was let down already. I was really gonna let you down because that was gonna build character or destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
And did you remember I said I'm gonna show you
Mm-hmm.
because you did a great job. I'd rather see I'd rather see the pain on people's face than the happiness. I, it's crazy. That's why. And remember earlier I said I hope you fail. Remember,
Mm-hmm.
huh?
Yeah, you
I
said
hope
it.
you fail because at the end of the day, me being your friend, best friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need me. You did a great job without me. I
Mm-hmm.
need you. I'm gonna do a great job without you. What we can do is going to enhance and make us better. This
Balance.
is this is this is a conversation that I'm not lying about. And I
Mm-hmm.
sat back and watched. I said, I'm gonna see her face. I'm gonna see that because you was let down already, and you came to me hurt. Same way people hurt me, I come to you hurt. But you can't tell people you are who you are if you ain't felt that pain. And remember, yo, check this out though. And this is what I told. This is what I told the queen. The queen. I said, you said you got a heart, right? And you love people, and you'll do anything for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say this? I'm gonna tell people how good person you are and how stupid you are, right? And you got mad at me about that, right? You say I'm a good person. I love people. I do anything, and then get let down, right? And this ain't the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, you got a good heart. Don't come at me with that. That means you stupid. Sometimes having a good heart make you stupid because you become blind to certain things. And you said, nah. You said, nah. I ain't stupid. I ain't stupid. You, but now you get what I'm saying. Sometimes the love that we have, and we think we are who we are. I am who I am. Make us stupid. Because sometimes being good makes you stupid because you get ran over. And people in this world is so dark. They're gonna run over good people like you. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
because you are showing me every day because I'm learning from you. I am learning from you. That's why I love you so much. And I sat there and I had to watch you suffer. And I'm gonna keep watching you suffer because you got a good heart. We just gotta know how to take our heart because I say the heart gotta be lighter than a feather. Because you're not who you say I am Lisa, but who is Lisa? I am Myron, but who is Myron? Because what we do, we become stagnant and we think and we let this reality that we live in stop us from becoming who we are because we're comfortable being safe. And then we come out this shell is a whole different world. You see what I'm saying? That's like people that go to prison, right? They go to jail, they come out, they're like, oh no, the whole world different. We do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We do the same thing. We'll come out of something and become to a point where we like, you know what? I'm happy being Myron. But Myron is just a safe place because Myron is doing better than he was, he think. To a
You are
point
doing
where Myron go out
you are
there and
doing
start
better.
to huh?
You are doing better. Give yourself some
Yes,
credit. Give yourself
we
some
are
credit.
doing better.
Yeah, give yourself some credit.
Thank you. But I was watching. I was like, I'm gonna see if she can really like you see?
What?
Cause you already had a letdown. And I'm not gonna be the one to let you down or hurt you. But at the end of the day, you're not who you are until you can do what you can do by yourself, and you can, and you have been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And your heart is always dependent on people, and the people got to understand. Don't depend on nobody for your salvation.
Right.
This is your salvation.
Mm-hmm.
This is your moment to shine.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That was good. That was good.
Oh, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better if you give me a chance.
Pardon
It's gonna
me.
get better.
Yeah, it's gonna get much better every day. That's why we got to live one day at a time. Take small steps and watch how God gonna overflow our cups with many of His blessings. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Myron. That is my best friend, my real friend, who I grew up with for over 50 years. Is in the live chat. Her name is Lisa, just like mine. Uh,
Hey,
good to
Lisa.
see, good to see you. That's my best friend now. That's my best friend. We've been through some things together. I've been knowing her since we was in kindergarten, all the way. Today, we still close. Good to see you, my friend. Yes. Yeah, Lisa, we just talking about I am who I am. And we talking about how our past created us to be the person who we are today. Because we learned from our past to make us a better man and
Yes.
woman. You
And
know.
can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. You put yourself on mute, Myron.
I did. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No, no, no. Okay. And guess what though? The kicker is that the woman is God. The woman is great. And the power that y'all have is so amazing. And we forget that. So I can't understand why I am who I am when truly we are what we become without
Mm-hmm.
stop. There's no end to this because y'all are the mothers of this planet.
Mm-hmm.
The black man is great. I am great.
Yes.
And we're gonna be great, but we come through you.
Yes. I agree.
And I
Always.
always and I hate to say that because I'm like I'm a man. I'm stronger than you. I'm physically smarter than you, but
Mm-hmm.
spiritually I'm dumber than you. Spiritually I'm weaker than you, because we are the strength. We are the strength in you
Mm-hmm.
expressed. The black man is the strength of the black woman expressed. That's why you women can internalize things because y'all more spiritual, and your
Mm-hmm.
strength is on the other side of reality. Because you the gateway to bring in things like children, bring
Yes.
in us, and but we forgot that science,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and we got to preach. That's why I say I can't be stuck at I am, but I am want to be dominant. I am want to be a man. I am
Okay.
stronger,
Hold on.
and the men is stronger than you. But I'm not what you're not because we came from you, and we're just an expression of you. That's the strong part of you that's able to live in this physical reality. You are
Go
the
ahead,
gateway.
Myron. Right back.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we as men are the gateway. That's why I say the woman. I have a penis. The woman have a what clitoris, which is nothing but a small penis. We just a bigger expression of what y'all are. It might sound a little crazy, but once we get into science and you just look up what I'm saying, it's gonna hit different. You women are God. Everything that y'all have, we have, but it's just your expression is feminine. We are the strength of y'all. Every muscle, everything we that we are, is just y'all expressing the other side of yourself, which y'all express the feminine principle on this planet. Every man has to come through a woman. Everything strong comes through the woman. So y'all more powerful than what y'all are, because y'all can internalize things. Y'all can hold things within because y'all more spiritual. Y'all are the negative. Y'all negate things, meaning that we are the penis. We are outside. We like, hey, here I go. I'm hard. You see what I'm saying? And y'all can internalize things. Well, I got to welcome you in. Same way with pain, hurt, and trauma. Y'all got to welcome us in. Y'all take in things, and what we can do things to y'all that y'all can deal with that the rest of the world don't
Right.
understand, because y'all are actually stronger, and strength is not what you can see. Strength is what you cannot see.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to salute the women on that. So
Amen.
yeah, so I am who I am, but I'm not who I want to become. I'm not gonna stop my growth and transition, because it's a lot of things that I want to do, a lot of things I want to see myself do, and a lot of development that I need. But a lot of times we get to a place that we're comfortable. Never get comfortable for being who you are, especially when you went through something. Because if you went through that and you stop who you can be.
Mm-hmm.
And a man or woman who has nothing to die for ain't fit to live. Malcolm X said that, and I
Mm-hmm.
can get into I can get into that. It should be a perpetual state or a constant state of growth with us,
Yeah.
where we don't get comfortable, because the safest place you can be is outside of who you were. But the best
Yeah.
place you can be is when you get to where you need to be and become the person you are.
Amen. Amen. I agree. I'm dropping a link in the chat if anybody wants to come up real quick before we end our live. I want to come here to say something, about the topic that we was talking about. I am who I am, you know. Sometimes Myra and I we have a lot of disagreements. I ain't gonna say we have a lot of disagreements.
A lot of disagreements. Say it.
um he speak, what he believe, and I speak what I believe, but we always ended up talking the same thing at the end. We just speak it in different languages, you know. So I hit the link. Come up here, Lisa. Come and say hi to me real quick.
Come on, Lisa. I got. Hey, Lisa, come on up here. I got questions about Lisa that I need to ask you. And I told you, I said, I hope you fail, because you're not gonna fail. You're not gonna fail. You are a fighter. You are great.
Hit the
That's
link,
why that
Lisa.
that that's why I love you so much. You are awesome.
Thank you. All I gotta do is hit that link, Lisa, and just follow the prompts. I know you're not used to it too much. And I will pull you up as soon as I see you behind, what you call it, the backstage. I'll pull you up. Yeah, Lisa. If anybody know anything about me, it's her. She the only one. She knows it all. We know each other. Yeah, her and her husband Steve. I've been knowing them for years. I mean, years. Did you hit the link, Lisa? I don't see you behind. You ain't down in the backstage. Hit the link again and just follow the prompts of what it say. I drop it again. Okay, okay. Let me drop the link again, Lisa. Hold on, hold on. If you stroll up, you would see it. But I drop it again. Hold on.
You look so nice.
Thank you, Myra. If you stroll
Yeah.
up, Lisa, you should be able to see it. Stroll your you on your phone or you on your laptop. Okay, I'm gonna drop it again, Lisa. I'm gonna drop it again. So why was you late today, Mr. Myron? That's the point. You gonna get points. It's like your first day at your
Because
job.
I wanted you to fail. I did. No, for real. Cause I'm
Whatever.
never, I'm never gonna fail.
Okay,
And you
I'm
know
glad.
me. You know me. I'm never gonna fail. I wanted to see you fail. But you had a good life. You had a good life without the world. We don't have to depend on nobody because at the end of the day, you already personally know I'm there.
Yeah,
You,
I know.
you're awesome. You're
I
beautiful. You
like
are
things
sweet.
so much, in order. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you why we wrong for thinking in order because we are chaos people. Melanin, just being black is chaos in the blood, right? That's why
Hmm.
we do different. We do things different than the rest of the world, right? As far as dancing, right? We do. You give a
Okay.
nigga the electric slide, a nigga gonna do something totally different. You see what I'm saying? They gonna kick different. They gonna do anything to outdo everything because we deal with chaos. Okay, I'm,
Did
I'm
I
gonna
add
start
you?
that.
Did I
Hey,
add
how
you?
you
Yeah.
doing? I'm muting. I'm muting.
Hey,
How do
Lisa.
okay, let me hide my face because I'm icing in the cake. Okay, all
Oh,
right.
okay.
Oh, I've
She's
been
a bake.
working all day. I'm
She's a
tired.
cake.
I'm
She
really
do.
tired. So I hope I can answer the questions that you have because you know this MS. When I get tired, I'm just like blank. Okay, I like your guest here, Myron. He's much wisdom. It may sound funny, but he's speaking with volume. Um,
Yeah. Yeah,
so
she's
and
a baker, y'all. So that's what sometimes she be listening to me, but she be in their kitchen baking her cakes and stuff. She do a lot of baking. I mean,
yeah,
a
I
lot.
did. I had what about six today. So
Oh, wow.
I'm I'm working on my other project right there. You see it? That's my last one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
Hey, I like
coming
the
home.
UNC's anniversary cake. That was too nice. That blue, it's my favorite color.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll be there next week because
Oh,
I
okay.
lost my aunt. You remember Aunt Lily from Detroit? My
Oh,
cousin,
okay. Yeah.
she passed, so I gotta cut. This is my first funeral, so keep me in your prayers. It's my first funeral since Brandon's
Okay. I
death. So,
definitely will.
but
I'll probably be
I'm
hitting the
coming to
Pittsburgh
Sandusky.
myself.
So
I had an uncle that passed, Lisa. My,
really,
my last uncle, yep. He passed from Pittsburgh, so I'll probably going that way sometime.
when?
Yeah. He passed
So
last night.
I'm gonna be missing you. I get there on the 21st.
Yeah, I don't know the arrangement just yet
Okay. Well, maybe I'll get a chance to see you.
before I head out.
In between because I'm not leaving to come back home until the 26th. I'll be
Oh,
back
okay.
here in Tennessee. I have to be back in Tennessee on 26th.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and I got a project with Miss Pat, the comedian. So I gotta travel to Atlanta. So Yeah, God, we gotta talk. Yeah. So I won't take you to lunch when I come home though. But
Okay.
yeah, we gotta talk.
Okay.
God is good. He is so amazing. Amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oftentimes you gotta
I,
win.
I got a question. I got a
Okay.
question for you.
Yes.
Why is you baking cakes? What makes you bake cakes? And then what space and what peace of mind it gives you when you baking a cake? It don't
Okay.
take much for us. Talk to me.
Oh, that's easy. I can talk to you, Myron. I lost my son in 2020, and those who have who are on also they I'm sure they could are aware of the story. I lost my son to an overdose, and very hurtful to lay your son 6 feet under, uh, and especially when you did all you could do. But then God says, here's another plan, and so I had back surgery after that, and so it became very the well, actually, my rehab. When I went to rehab after back surgery, that was a part of my rehab was to bake cakes. Now let's take it back. I've always baked cakes. Been baking cakes
Always.
probably over 30 something years or somewhere in there. But
Mm-hmm.
so the journey was that from rehab, I baked. That was a part of my rehab because they were opening up my muscles in my back, and they didn't give me a mixer to mix it with. That was a trick. So what I ended up doing, I was beating it with my hand, but it was helping my back. So I had a cousin came and visit me, and I told her I was going to bake her a cake, and I didn't like the way the cake came out. And I used to pipe cake decorating. I kind of played around with it over 20 something years ago. So I just picked it back up. I guess sometimes, as women, we are tuckers, and we could tuck things away. We just fold it up and put it nicely on the shelf because I that's how I did. I have a son that has autism, so as the autism had gotten worse, I had to put the cake decorating up, and I continued to bake cakes, but you know, um, yeah, that's how that journey. And so I just started back. It's very therapeutic for me. I mean, I could stay up to like 12 or 1 o'clock baking. That's what I did last night. That's why I'm so tired now. But
Autism. Autism. I'm gonna stop you for 1 second.
mhm,
Cause you just feel like you're just doing it. I'm just telling you, you just so awesome. Autism is awesome, right?
yes.
And I respect that. Cause like I say, all my kids is in their right mind, and all of outside their right mind. But everybody that I meet that's artistic,
Mhm.
I see them in a place where they can escape this reality. They can escape this place and be half here and half with God. If that makes sense to you, because
Mhm.
they are really connected to something outside of here and their focus is outside of here. My children, that none of them got autism, and guess what? All of them halfway goddamn out their damn mind to me. And for you being a parent to being able to say that and go through that, I'm just letting you know you got a child of God. And
Thank you.
autism is a God link because it allows them to be half here and half outside of here. Because you see intelligence within them. I ain't gonna see it in none of my children. So
Oh
so
yeah,
when we
you
do it,
will. You just
I'm
you.
just I'm just saying if I'm crazy, let the people know I'm crazy. But I know what autism is, and I know I didn't study autism for a long time, and I really appreciate you.
Thank
And a
you.
lot of people are coming out because, like I say, we had back in the day we had children that we was ashamed of. But a lot of people
Right.
who have artistic children are saying, "I got an artistic child, and proud of it."
Oh
But once
yeah.
you understand what it is,
That. I'm a
you see the
proud
greatness.
autistic mom.
Yes,
It's
yes,
yeah.
and it's
Mm-hmm.
and that's your connection. That's the gateway to God because that child is half here and half not here. Meaning it's in the spirit world. It's in the spirit
Yeah.
world,
I
but it's
believe that
also
in the spiritual
participating.
realm.
You see it. You see
Yeah.
it, and we can pull the information from them because they got access to God that we don't have access to because we are so locked down in the physical world. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
we that we lose access to what God is, but sometimes crazy is where God at. And autism is exactly the connection. They are free. Salute to you for just saying it. Telling people the truth. Because you tell people the truth, they gonna think you crazy. But you ain't ashamed of none of that. You shouldn't be
Oh no, no,
ashamed.
no.
'Cause
He
I got
Now
kids
tell
that's
me
not
the
that's not
testimony, Lisa.
my
Tell
son,
the testimony
he's
about
been
your about
rooted.
Brian.
He's been rooted in God. That's all he knows. That's all the
Mm-hmm.
music I let him listen to. I allowed in his spirit. And he doesn't try to listen to nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
And you're absolutely right. I agree with you on that. They are definitely individuals that are led by God, and being different. It's okay to be different because even me, as you know, we all have a little autism in us. We all have a whole lot of things in us. That's what makes us us. That's how I visual and look at things. That's what makes each other, everybody, different and in their own unique way. That's
Right.
that's how I visual things. I came in on the tail end when Lisa was saying, well, she is a good person. You were telling her, and she is a good person. But I got what you were saying. I understood what you were saying. Um, I think, people have different ways of speaking words of wisdom. But at the end of the day, it is a story in every message, and it's a message in every story.
That's
So,
right.
but you know, yes, to answer your question, and I hope I answered it best I could. Like I said, I am wore out, and and on top of that, I made about 200 cupcake, not cupcakes, but scrap cups. So,
Oh,
yeah, business is booming, and I'm
I know it
thankful
is. I
for the
know God is
opportunity.
blessing you up over there, sis. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But I want you to
uh,
tell Myron, what did the doctor tell you about Brian?
About okay, yeah. Well, as when Brian was he was diagnosed at 2, and when it came time to because to put to for them the doctors to assign medicine because he had got where he couldn't sleep. I was told that he wouldn't live past 21, and Brian is 33 years old, and there's nothing like a mother's love. I will say that. I mean, I
Mhm.
a lot of
That's a
things in life
blessing.
I gave up, and don't miss it. I mean, I don't go out, I don't drink. Those are things that I choose not to do.
Can I stop you? Can I stop you to make this a beautiful thing? To
Mhm.
big up you, to get back and say, I am who I am, right?
Mhm.
And the strength of what you is. You just said it. Ain't nothing like a mama's love, right?
That's right.
Ain't
Right.
nothing. Yo, I love my babies,
Right.
but ain't nothing like a mama's love because it's unconditional for one reason, right?
That's right.
Mhm.
And it hit different. It
Yeah.
just is totally different because mama is the first teacher. When I come out of you, you are the first person I'm looking for, right?
Exactly.
I'm not looking for nothing else but mama's teaching, mama's nourishment, and mama's love. So
That's right.
you didn't say nothing wrong. So are you who you say you are? I am who I am. Are you who you are, or
Oh
are
yeah.
you just greater? Are you greater? Or you just not taking the credit? Because I believe, right? Because I'm gonna get into the belief, which I don't believe in belief, because I know. But I'm gonna say
Mhm.
I believe you are greater than what you're saying you are today because what you got to deal with and what you go through. Mama is the God. Mama is the goddess. Everything comes through mama. So I'm not going to take the credit away from none of y'all. I will belittle myself. And I hate to say it because men are very physical because we egotistical, right?
Mhm.
The men deal with the ego before the women do. Men deal with
Yes.
everything physical, the women deal with everything spiritual.
Mhm.
But just
Mhm.
for the fact of
Mhm.
who you are and what you said you are allows me to appreciate my mother. It don't
Oh
take
yeah.
much. It don't take much for me to appreciate things because the more I see God in you, the energy and the power in you allows me to step back and say, you know what? I can take it to my mother. You know why? Because my mama take it to her child. Because
Right.
the nurture, the nature, in a woman is so great. And then you tell a story about your child, but your child is actually greater, right, than everything you see out here, because your child, it ain't have nothing to do with what you raised them with and what you tried to teach them outside of that, far as Christianity and all that. He was already connected. And
Yes,
his first connection that made him great was with you, because you
exactly.
understood it.
From the
You
womb.
understood it.
From the
From
womb.
the womb to the tomb. I
Yeah, that's
love
right.
that.
That's right.
The
That's right.
woman, the
I
woman,
say that
the
every.
woman.
I said that after losing my oldest son. You know, when I hear people, say different things about their kids and all that, and I'm just like, be grateful, be thankful.
Yeah.
Because you and this was to a mother. I said, as a mother, you love them to the womb, to the tomb, because here's the deal: the umbilical cord is cut physically, but never mentally, and
Mhm.
that is the greatest of
Beautiful.
the love of all
Mhm.
that a mother can give. That
Yes.
unconditional, you know.
Yes.
Um, very,
Yes.
it could be transparent, but it's very, very unconditional. You know, uh,
Mhm.
and a mother's love will go all the way.
Yes.
You know, all the
It
way.
go a
I mean,
long way.
I got tired, going from rehab to rehab with my son. I can talk about the story now. This time last year, I really couldn't talk because it's still fresh to me. It'll always be fresh to me because I carried him for
Mhm.
9 months. So,
Mhm.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Because that's the mother. The mother
yeah, that's
internalized
right.
things, and you hold it in, and the world ain't got to see it. For the fact you can hold it in, you can internalize things. You take it into a spiritual place. With hey, what Daddy do? Daddy crazy as hell, ain't he? He couldn't handle it, could he? But he can
Well,
handle it because of the relationship.
and
Well,
honestly
you already
speaking,
answered my question.
men
I'm
can't
mute.
handle things that women handle because you know um my husband couldn't handle it. No, honestly speaking, no, he couldn't handle it. And you know but at the end of the day, I know he loves his son, but
Mhm.
he couldn't handle it. But as women, we are oftentimes put in positions that we
Yes.
must handle. We gotta
Yes.
handle. So you gotta have that answer. And my mother was a strong woman, so I couldn't be
Mhm.
weak because I was taught by a strong woman. I was
Right.
taught. I had a strong grandmother. I mean, as far as I can remember from down generations, people were strong. I had
Yes.
strong minded women. And so the aunt that I'm going to bury next week, strong woman. And I believe it or not, this is my first funeral, and I got a 3-minute speech, and God gave it to me the other day. She lived to be 105 years old. Well, the
Oh,
reason
that's a
why I think
blessing.
is
Woo.
because yeah, I think it's because she smiled all the time. I never heard her
Mhm.
not one time in my life speak bad or ill of anyone. She would do whatever
Mhm.
she could for someone. She was just that nurturing mother love, grandmother love. She was like
Mhm.
a grandmother to me because she was of course, my favorite aunt. And she's my great aunt. She's my mom's aunt. So,
Yes. Wow, this is crazy. This is crazy because it's special to
yeah.
me.
Beautiful.
It's special. It's special to me.
Okay, Beverly, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in.
So check this out though, right? I feel so much power from you, right?
Well,
That
thank
the
you.
stuff you that stuff that you go through, the average woman wouldn't be able to handle, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
And I'm just telling you the truth. For the fact that you just said it, but you didn't say it. Your man ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? And the men ain't nothing. It starts with the power within you. I'm not saying he's not a good guy. You got to get
Right.
what
No,
I'm
I get
saying,
what you're
because
saying. I get what
because
you're saying.
the spiritual part of power, because there's always got to be a guy with an ego to sit back and say, oh, this and that. I get out of that. I love to see the strength in the woman, because the woman's strength is what reflects on us. He balanced you. He balanced you because I'm about to come up there and beat your ass. What the fuck you think he gonna do?
Hmm.
Your son need to learn how to throw the football and all that. What you think he gonna do? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But when we eternalize things, you are the spiritual focal point of whatever that child needs. You
Yes.
giving it something that when that child come out that it's looking for, and that old soul that comes out of that new womb, because you knew, right, come out
Hmm.
looking for something. The woman got everything that child needs.
Exactly. True.
That
Very
that
true.
father is gonna complete the child, but you give it its
Exactly.
beginnings. You give it its beginnings, and the beginnings is nothing but physical because you understand. And for you to say you lost something, you gained something. Just to be
Hmm.
strong enough to say that, because I lost my brother, I lost a lot, but I
Mm,
didn't lose nothing because the places that they are at, I went there.
mm,
Right.
It's another place, a cornerstone reality that's outside of this that we don't understand. That when we feel like boom, you going, you out there. So I really appreciate that because the woman had the strength that I wish I had.
Hmm.
And you women are the rich, you are the guys. You are everything. How can something come out of you strong and you ain't stronger than it? That's why
Exactly.
I don't get into man, he this, that, this, and that. Masculine is more physical. The negative, the
Hmm.
negative, which is the woman. The woman is the negative. Is more spiritual.
Hmm.
Out of light, out of darkness, God created light. Darkness
amen.
is a negative. Positive is the light. So out of something that was dark, nothing void of light, right?
Hmm.
Created created you, created your story, created what you had to go through. Because what you went through would have broke a lot of people. And what you sat back and said about your child, right?
Hmm.
That you lost, people don't get it. But you didn't lose nothing. You gained something. But it's
Well,
hard.
often in life, I think for me, my testimony was sometimes you got to. I'm living on the flip side of things. I'm a half 100 plus 7, so I'm living on the flip side, the simple side of life. I'm on
Mm,
my preserve reserve mode. So I think that often, sometimes in life, oftentimes in life, you gotta lose in order to win.
yeah.
And so when my son was living, I wouldn't have been able to bake cakes because I was so busy trying to figure out how I can help him, how I can do other things. So, you know, but like I said, uh, cake decorating and baking, creating and baking is very therapeutic for me. And so with that, it helps me to get to my next. And really, when I look at it, it's just helping people. I'm putting a smile on people's face.
Yes,
I'll never get to
therapy.
walk my son down the aisle or dance at his wedding. But guess what? God has blessed me where I can be a part of uh, a lot of different type of people, their weddings. I done did about what, 6 so far out of the
Yeah.
year's time of
Beautiful
events
wedding cakes too.
decorating.
Yeah, therapy,
Beautiful.
Thank you.
therapy,
Yeah,
therapy.
yeah, it
So
is.
what's stopping you? Is you gonna start with cakes, or is you actually gonna make a sub? I love subs. Can you make a sub and stop doing the cakes and advance to a sub? I'm asking you.
I could, I'm not gonna brag on
You
myself. I'll just
stuttering.
put it
You
this way:
stuttering. Come on now. You can't stutter.
nobody in my household looks like they had the Miss Meal cramps. Okay, so I can do a little something, something in the kitchen.
She can
So,
cook, honey. Yes, she can.
so
No,
you
it
know,
gotta be humor. It gotta be humor in the energy. It gotta be humor in the knowledge. It gotta be humor in the information. Cause I gained a whole lot from her, right? A lot of validation. And she gave it to me because she said, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then at the end of the day, she's like, oh, you know what? You talking too much. It ain't all what you say it is. Because she's her own individual, and that is awesome. But cake baking, right? Same way we all find a place. It's a safe place. For we saying we are who we are. I am who I am. Her
hmm
safe place is cake baking. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
I
exactly.
just said I said get away from the goddamn cake baking and make me a damn sub to get her out of comfort zone. So make cakes and do subs too. Now it's spiritual of what I'm saying is that once we get away from who we were and going through what we got to go through, she lost a lot. Now let's get to a space where we can sit back and say, you know what? I want to continually prosper and grow. She's stuck in cake making, which cake making is good because my grandma, she was stuck in cake making and doing biscuits because that's all we
Right.
know to get to a comfortable place and when we get stuck there, which I know she can do more greater things because she lost more than what anybody right can understand. But her pain is her growth. But her growth went to somewhere else where she's just proud of saying cake baking. I'm just saying make a sub. When I say make a sub, I'm just saying let's keep evolving because we got greater things to do for God. Other than that, we can change the world because if you got the energy to make the best cakes or the best pies, you got the energy to what? Do other things
Things.
that's
Yes.
gonna really express yourself and develop you. And I know you're doing it. I just say that to say I'm not who I am. I am who I am, but I'm not gonna stay where I'm at
Exactly.
because where I'm at, cake baking is a safe place from you. If you mess with me, you get not a cake baking. You gonna still cook me a goddamn cake, your husband a cake or whatever, but we going somewhere else because we gonna change the world. We're gonna do God work and change the world. But you are not who you think you are because everybody cool thought they was cool. Everybody gangster thought they was gangster. Everybody gay think they gangster. I mean, everybody gay thinks they think they gay. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
Right.
not who they are. It's always a thought process where we dealing with perception. Perception is the ego, and perception is your worst downfall. But then we deal with reality. Reality ain't real because we're bigger than what we're here for. Because physical, you can't be physical and have a reality because it's not reality. You here to
Exactly.
learn. So you here to
Exactly.
learn. So I appreciate you. I'm about to mute. I'm sorry.
Every day is a life lesson, you know, and every day is a journey forward.
Yes.
So, you know, I look forward to to the journey. It was
Mm-hmm.
a time that I didn't. So there's growth there, and again, there it goes again. Sometimes, often in life, you got to lose in order to win. It is a big loss, and for some people, they probably would feel like, you know,
Want to give up?
wow, she can get
You know
through
what I'm
it, she can
saying?
do this, she can do that. But, you know, you don't never know until you're there. And I don't wish that on
Right.
nobody. But I know this young man right here depends on me. You know, he depends on me
Mm-hmm.
now to fix him his snack. He depends on me, and that right there is what make another thing that keeps me going. I keep moving. You got to, especially when you got people
Mm,
that depend on you.
right.
He's total care. Here, Brian.
Mm,
So he depends on his mom. When he gets up in the morning, first thing he does, he comes to my room. That just makes me happy,
mm,
because I help do 95%, 90% for to keep him on the part of the journey. But I learned
mm,
from him as well, because he can't talk. He has other ways of showing me how he loves me, what he
mm-hmm,
can do for himself if he
mm,
wanted to, but he knows that I will do it, but some days, so we just our connection, that bond. um,
mm-hmm.
you know, Again, there it goes again. There's nothing greater, no greater than a mother's love. You know,
Mother's love.
yeah,
Mother's love is
nothing.
always great.
Yeah, that's it. Because it's definitely
Nothing.
not nothing. You know.
Nothing. And I'm so glad. I'm glad. I got a question for you.
Uh huh.
Ain't nothing. Cause now you playing with how I feel about things, right? You playing with me right now. What make you say that it's nothing greater? Cause I got no. Listen. I got to love too, right? What makes nothing greater than a mama love? Can you explain that? That's a beautiful thing.
My household. 1 second. If I click over, it's not gonna hang up, is it? Hold on one sec.
Okay.
The phone hung up. She'll call me back.
Hmm.
Anyways, you said, what was your question again? I'm sorry. You got to forgive me because like I said, I'm burning off for 3 hours of sleep. Um,
He said,
the
"What makes mother's
question,
love so great?"
what makes a mother's love so great?
Hmm.
Because honestly, a mother, again, there it goes again. That answer, a mother's love will go all the way. You know, when you are going through a situation, the bond that me and my son have is that I can, I could, he could be not feeling well, and I will end up not with those feelings, and this has happened before. He's gotten, like, he gets UTIs a lot, and so he'll get a UTI, and I start feeling funny, and I'm like, Brian ain't feeling, he's not feeling well, and I pay so close attention to him that, you know, when we have to go to the doctors, I can just tell, the doctors feed off of me and what I say. So, you know,
Hmm.
that's a bond. And that,
Right.
to me, is what makes a mother's love so great. Because of that that hold, that bond, that
Right.
two people, or how many other children you have, that you have.
Hmm.
What the
A mother's
song
love
back in the
always
day used to be,
unconditional.
"Mama's baby, daddy's maybe." Well,
Hmm.
there it goes again. A mother's love. Why was that song? Probably because a mother is not gonna go anywhere. You know,
Hmm.
um, she gonna stay right there. She gonna stay right there. Deal with the situation at hand, and teach and guide you the best way she can.
Yeah.
So I hope I answered that good for you. But that, I mean, that's that's
And that's
that's
what you
that's
call
what I
love
was
No,
trying to do.
no, that was perfect. That was so perfect because all I want to do is stay with that I am who I am and accept it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're dealing with women and you dealing with mother's love, that I am who I am or who I think I am, got to always change. You got
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
to always change. It's always a change for that because if you get stuck, you will never say what you said. You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Uh huh. Yeah.
And that's why I say mother love is the love that rules over everything on this planet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build everything for Lisa, you, everything. The man gonna build every building on this planet, right? But the woman
Mm-hmm.
gonna make it real. You constantly,
Here's a saying I live by. The man builds the house, but the woman makes the house. That's what I say.
yes.
So,
That's
you
all. That's
all
all I'm
have
saying. We can do
roles
all the
for the
physical
position.
for
Mm-hmm.
the position. That's all I'm saying. Cause I
Yeah.
am who I am. Are you who you are? Or you in constant change?
Oh no, I am who I am. When I that's how. Yeah, most definitely. I feel, yes, I am who I am. Some people don't like it, and they not gonna like it because everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody's
That's
not
right.
gonna feel comfortable with you. And guess what? It's okay, and it's okay to be different because that's how what make the world go around. You're not gonna
That's
be
right.
you're not gonna be able to please everybody. Some
That's right.
people, it's all about growth. Some
Hmm.
people are just not, it's levels to this.
Yes.
Everybody's not on the same frequency. you know
You're right.
this has been a great conversation. I got a girl, Lisa and Myron. She's coming from St. Louis, and I hung up on her by mistake, and I don't know how to get off from here. I need to call her to see where she's at because she's supposed to be stopping by my house to say hello
Okay.
on her way back to
Well,
St. Louis.
friend, it was
But
good talking to
Myron,
you.
I'm sorry, Lisa.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, Myra, it's been real nice speaking with you, and I hope to speak with you soon. another time, and keep up
You
the
will.
knowledge.
No, no problem. No problem.
All right,
Okay,
take care.
Lisa.
Love you,
I
Lisa.
will
I'll see
call
you
you
next week.
tomorrow.
Okay,
I
yes,
will
call
call you
me tomorrow,
tomorrow
most definitely.
so we can
Okay,
catch up. Okay.
all
Love
right,
you.
love you. All
All
right,
right.
take care. Bye bye.
I'm here. I'm here, Lisa. I'm here, baby.
Okay. I'm trying to get her off. Okay, she off. Okay. But yeah, yes, that's my friend Lisa. She been through a whole lot, and but God has blessed her. God hand is on her. She's an amazing mom, a mother. You know what I'm saying? You know, raising a I don't see how she do it, but she doing it. She doing it. Her and her
She
husband.
gonna do it.
Yeah, they doing great. You're doing wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. But I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer. It'll be almost 2 hours. two
I need
hours.
I need every second. Oh, we got to do this tomorrow. I need every
Tomorrow.
second of you.
I gotta work tomorrow. Well, we do go live tomorrow too early, but
Early. Let's do it early. Let's do it early.
you
So
work
I like the
tomorrow.
conversation. Huh?
You work tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
You know
for
you're
like
7 days
4 hours.
a week. Oh, okay. Get off early tomorrow.
I got to get it
Okay.
for us, baby.
We we can go live on your panel on your channel.
All right. All right.
Okay, just let me know what time.
I, I support what you're doing. No, I'm not going on my panel. I want to just keep doing what you're doing. I just love what you're doing because the conversation was great. I
Okay.
am who I am.
I
We
am
got
who I am.
we can accept it, but then we
Mhm.
also can move on and become better. We're not
Mhm.
gonna be stagnant or anything. So I really appreciate that. Now, you don't know how much I'm growing from your channel. Everybody else is not gonna do it, but I'm growing from your channel. Okay?
Well, well, I'm glad to hear that. You know,
Be glad.
it's a blessing. People don't realize it's much blessings over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But thank you so much for being
You're
here,
welcome.
coming through. You had my heart beating. I'm like, oh my God, I'm telling you, he get ready to do it to me too. But I didn't see you to come. I said, man, come on, now we just talked. But but I do understand things do happen. But we definitely gonna be back. Like I said, mark your calendar. But I'll remind you as well. It's the third Saturday of every month. Okay, and I already got the guest already for October. We did talk yesterday, and she did definitely said she's gonna be here. And our date, Myron, is going to be the 22nd. Okay, October. I'm sorry, October the 15th. That is the third Saturday. Okay, I see you drop down. But that's the third Saturday. So mark your calendar, Myron, if you are still in the chat. Um, October 15th at 7:30. And the top is going to be how can you accept someone who had hurt you? And our guest going to be on that date is Lady Nika. So she already accepted the invite already. So I like to um, let people know who's going to be coming. During my um, what's this my Saturday special edition. Okay, so please say the date for October 15th for the next Saturday special edition. Okay, with Lisa and Myron, with our guest Lady Nika at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, I'm gonna go through some announcements really quick, really quick. And also on coming up on September the 23rd, which is my real table talk on relationships. Okay, and we are going to be talking about how to become a woman. Okay, a woman in a relationship. So we're going to be talking about that on the 23rd at 7:30. Okay, so thanks everyone for tuning in on today. And I do this, I want to do a giveaway. I don't know who's all in the chat, who's all here. If you can type something right now, that way I know who's here so I can do a giveaway real quick. Who's all in the chat? Who's all in? I need somebody to type something because I don't know when the last message, which was tailor made. I don't know when she typed last, but I need to know who's all still in chat, was here from the beginning. And that's what I want to give away too. So I need somebody to type something real quick, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you coming back up, Myron? Okay. Sorry. Okay. I don't know if you. Okay, you went back up. Okay. Okay, Taylor May, like she's the only one that's still here, so I'm going to give you the cash app. Just a small token, Taylor May, for just being a blessing, for being here for um, the anniversary here on today. And remember, people, if you can um, give me your cash app, Taylor May, you have cash. I think you got. I think I cash app you before. I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure, but just in case, could you drop your cash app into the chat, please, so I can go ahead and grab it, so I can send a blessing to you. You don't need to play a game. This is just you in the chat that been here from the beginning. Okay. So again, please say those dates I gave you for the Real Table Talk, which is on that next Friday, September 23rd. We're gonna talk about on relationships, how to be a woman. So we're gonna talk about, and again, my next Real Table Talk is going to be October the. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to do two things back to back on the 14th and the 15th, because on the 14th is the second Friday, and the 15th is the third Saturday, because the first falls on a Saturday. Well, I gotta go by the calendar. So I'll be doing two shows back to back, the 14th and the 15th. Okay, so the 14th, and I will not be going live on the 28th. Remember that. So we're gonna cross the 28th out. I will not be going live. I'll be busy during that whole weekend. Okay, so I will not be available at all from the 27th all the way through, that whole weekend. I will not be available. Okay, so did you? Okay, Taylor May. Okay, I got you. So thank you guys all for tuning in, and remember, that we learn from our past to build our future. Okay, know who you are, in your life today. Um, I am who I am. Okay, peace out. Much love. Thanks, Myron, again for coming up and tuning in with me. I appreciate you much. Okay, give me about a few minutes. Taylor May, at the end of the live, I will go ahead and send that to you. Okay. You put that on the board so I can see it. You're welcome, Taylor May. Thank you for all your support, for always being here.